I, Pooja Verma, going to take my lecture on subject concept of programming language in C. As previously we can learn the basic history of the C programming language, various data types of C programming language, keywords, variables, calling of that also, and also we can learn how to write a basic program in C, and also we can learn about the various including header files, how to include the header files, how to call the wide main functions, and so on. So right now I am going to explains the various data types used in C, and whenever we call that we will see here. Okay, so let's start with the data types in C. Basically the data types represent or convey what types of the data will be used. The type of numerical, the type is numeric, decimal or character also. Like we can insert the value numerical like 10, like 10.5, or character like A, B, C and D, so on. So data will be entered by the user in any other forms also. So also indicates that the range from that data it will be minimum and maximum value also. Like someone told you give me a number, so maybe you give number in 2 digit, maybe you provide number in 5 digit, maybe 6 digit, maybe 10 digit and so on. So there are in the computer system we have to be provide a minimum and maximum limit of a data range also. So because we need to give the space, we need to assign the space to the particular variables in which we want that data to store. Okay, so for the concept of the memory purpose we need to decide the minimum and maximum size of the data. The memory for the each data types varies from one compiler to the another compiler. Like one mobile and another mobile is also have the different types of specification and so on. Like someone have 4 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM, and someone have maybe 6 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM and so on. This similarly in the case of the C programming language, different kinds of compilers have different types of memory space which is provided to the different variables and so on. So that according to the compiler, the computer system decided that the programming language decided that what is the minimum range of the data types and what is the maximum range of data size. Okay, so there are many data types in C language which are known as like char, int, float and double. Class, again I repeat you that always concentrate on the case sensitive manner. That means here we write each and everything in a lower case only, not a upper case. Like int I is also small, C is also small, CHAR, all are the alphabets is used here in a small case. So please be concentrate on these points. Like C is as a case sensitive, so we must be understand how to write and how to call that. If we type capital CHAR, then there must be a syntax error occur. Why? Because as I already told you that like whenever we want to write any language, then we must be followed that grammar. Similarly in the case of C also we must be followed its a syntax. So go through with the char. What is the char? Basically the char data types, this char, that means CHAR is basically called whenever we want to store any character value into a variable. When we want to calling a variable, then we need to call first char and then write that variable so that compiler can understand that particular this variable is a type of character, char. Okay, so character data types is used to represent the single character. Thus the memory occupied by it is 8-bit only, or we can show also 1 byte only. Okay, to declare data types, char is keywords being used here. Look at here, which keywords it used? Char keywords. Keywords means what? The predefined function, type of predefined word, a word which meaning is predefined in the C programming language. And then what is the range of this char? So the range of char is nothing, is just calculating by minus 2 की power this bit to 2 की power this bit minus 1. So 2 की power 8 is equal to what? So just calculate that minus 2 की power 8 minus 1 to 2 की power minus 8 minus 1 and then whole value minus 1. Okay, so when we calculate it we get that minus 128 to 127 depending upon the modifiers also. By default the type modifier is known as the signed. Signed means what? Like A. Okay, unsigned, sorry, signed means like A. Either we for example signed and unsigned we can differentiate like if we type that plus A या फिर or we can type minus A. So there here we mention the sign of particular alphabet, particular value. So this is known as the sign. When we don't mention any sign, then we just call that that function is unsigned also. Okay. So next data types is known as the integer data types. In the case of integer data types, basically it is used to represent the whole number. Thus the memory occupied by it is known as the 16 bits or 2 byte also. To declare it, whenever we want to declare any data types like integer, that means we want to define a variable type of integer, then we must be use int keywords, and the range of this is minus 32768 to 32767. That means what? Not more than 16-bit number. So how to know that this number is more than 16-bit or not? So we can also learn in the next lecture that how can we convert our simple number into the bits, and how can computer convert that this number is lie into the range or not. That means this the value whichever we insert in form of integer, but this is actually accepted by the compiler or not. This is basically done by the help of compiler also after converting the value insert by the user into the binary form. As I already told you that machine is understanding only the binary language. Okay. So next point. So for example, I can take here. Wait a minute, class. Other data types we can easily understand after going through the programming session. We can learn about how to call the float number, how to call the integer number, how to call the character, how to call the signed, unsigned, so on, double and so on. Basically this concept will be clear with the help of programming concept. So go through with the main functions. Whenever we call the printf, whenever we call the scanf function and so on, that means standard input output function. Basically the printf function is known as the standard output function, which is used to display the output on the screen as per the user requirement. So the printf function is the main use of printf function is what? To print the value on the screen. For example, if I write the printf percentile d, then this is known as basically a type of format specifier, and a, that means our variable a, which is type of integer, and we can take the compiler can represent the value of a and print on the screen. So this is format specifier of that data types of variables which value we want to on a screen. Like I want to value of a, so I want to display the value of a. So first of all we have to be check the which type of data types of a. So we saw that a has data types integer, so we just write percentile d. So this is a writing style, so you must be go through the syntax. Here to just you look the syntax. After going through the programming session you can easily learn, and after practicing over the C languages, typing the C languages, you can easily learn about this, how to write, how to call and so on. The second use of printf function is to print any statement on the screen. As I already told you in the previous lecture, if I want to display any statement onto the screen, then just write the printf function within a quotes our statement and then followed by the semicolon. By the help of this function we can display our statement onto the screen. So now next point, how to computer system accept the input from the user. How our programming code, when I type I write my programming code, and how it can get the instructions and how it show the instructions to the user to enter your number and so on, and user can understand that right now the computer want the input from the user and so on. The main function of taking the input from the user is known as the scanf function. So many times there is a need to accept the input from the user and perform the functions or calculation on the input. To print the text and on screen, we use the printf function, as I already told you as a above slide. In the same way, to accept the input from the user, scanf function is being used. Scanf involves the many points that needs to be considered. First of all, we have to go through the simple syntax of scanf. The writing style of scanf is just in this format, like scanf percentile of D, like D, F and so on. How to write this, how to decide this percentile D, either we can write percentile C high, how when we write percentile F, this will be used so with the help of this table. So don't worry, we have to go through this also. So first of all, just look at the syntax of the scanf function. The writing style of scanf function is just open bracket, quotes, mention the specifier of that particular variable for that you want to input from the user. I want the input received from the user in form of integer only, so I have to mention here integer format specifier only. If I want the input value in form of float function, then I have to mention here float format specifier and then float variable name. So according to our question, A is a type of integer, so I write here A. And what is the most important point? Not only A, we have to mention ampersand sign. Ampersand sign basically gives the direction that where the input data, where the computer can store the input data received by the computer. By this ampersand, computer get the exact location, address where the value inserted by the user can store by the computer system. So first of all, again I repeat you what is the main use of scanf function and how it is working. Here we mention the format specifier. For that we want the input value from the user. Again here we write that variable names. For that we want to input value. The next point, we have to mention here ampersand sign to provide the exact location. If we forget to write this, then there are a syntax error. Okay. So here the theory, what is the sign? Sign is used just before the variable name in the scanf. It is a compulsory. Next, it is used to get the address or the location in the memory which is being used by a specified variable. Okay. So here I show the format specifier tables by which we can easily understand whenever we use percentile D, when we go through the percentile C, when we go through the percentile F and so on. Basically these are the first column is representing the all types of data types. Integer, int is used for the integer value, char is used for the character value like A, B, C, D, A, X, Y, Z. Float is used for the decimal point number like 10.5, 100.5, 6, 7, 8. 100.0 is also known as the float point number. Don't think that 100.0, if we write the 100.0, then it will be considered as 100. No. In the computer system, if the user click on the decimal points, then this value is known as the floating number. Not it will be considered that after decimal, if 0 is written, then we just consider in integer format. No. Computer can't understand this. Computer don't behave like a human. Okay, don't think like a human. So next, double, unsigned integer, long double, string, unsigned character, unsigned long integer. Unsigned means what? Like we just simply type our number. Signed integer means what? We must be insert the sign before writing the integer number. Like if I want to type 10, then in the case of signed integer we must be type plus 10. That means this is also equivalent to the 10, but as I will mention that signed integer, then computer can understand only first read the sign and then read the integer. Okay, So before after practicing you can learn about this easily. So go through the next point. This syntax is basically used for the single value, accepting the single value from the user, and at the same time we can also accept the multiple value at the same time. Like if there are three variables a, b, c, and I want to insert three value at a time, so also we can call that three value at the same time. So here also, first of all, in which order we want to receive the data. Like first I want to receive the data for the a, then b, then c, and here a is type of integer, b is type of character, c is type of float. So in this format, that means what, in which format I want the data want to receive from the user. Like first I want the integer, then character, then float. So in this order we can also mention here the specifier. If I write the percentile d first, then I write the percentile f, then I wrote the percentile c. So what is happening here? Here if I mention that percentile a, percentile b, and percentile c, so there must be a syntax error. Because of what? Because f we mention in the middle section, and this is called what? Float point number. But b, which is already declared in the declaration section when we are going through the variable declaration, so at that position b is type of character, and here the user insert the value b of type float number, so it can't store that number, it just represent a syntax error. Okay, so this is a basic command. So there are most important points too. First of all, in the quotes we mention the format specifier, then mention the comma, then use number of variables by differentiating the commas. Like a, b, c, if we want the value for a, variable for b, variable for c, so we must be insert ampersand a, then ampersand for b, comma, ampersand for c symbol. Okay, so go through the first program part. Here our task is write a program in C to accept the input value from the user and print it on the screen. This is a basic program of our C language by which we can understand how to accept the input from the user, and how with the help of C programming language, how we can print on the screen whatever the user insert. So first of all, we have to mention the preprocessor directives. Then here none kind of the global variable declaration is done, because the global variable declaration is just a choice, not a compulsory portion, but this is a compulsory. Okay, so next we go through the void main portion. As I already told you that when we use the void, when we don't know what is the result of our data. So here do you know what is the written value? No, we don't know whatever the user insert here, what is the output of that program, that task. So we don't know about anything about the program outputs. So here we use the void main. Okay, so next here, just for example, I take two variables like int a and char b. So what is exactly happened in the background? In the background memory location, there will be assigned a variable of type int and a variable of type char being stored. So whatever we type in the section of a will be stored in the front of a, and whatever the character value is inserted by the user, it will be allocated to the variable b. So first of all, we just get the instructions to the user that now you can insert your first value. So just for a writing style purpose, we just write the printf function like enter your identity number. So identity number means what? Here you can write anything. Either you can write enter your number, you can anything. You can write here. This totally depends on you. Like you can enter your first value. So this totally depends on you, whatever, in which language, in which statement you want to give the instructions to the user. As here I use just a for the identity number, as I know the identity number, for me, I just consider that identity number is just type of integer only, not in float, not a combination of the value and digit and alphabet. I just consider that identity number is just form of integer. So I just here write this. Okay. So I want the value of that from the user. So as I already told you in the previous slide, to accept the value from the user, we must be write the scanf percentile d. Why the percentile d? Because I want the identity number, and this is a type of integer, or here only two variables declare, int a and char b. So we have to be mentioned here format specifier of a. So a is a type of integer, so we mention here for percentile a, as here we want to the whatever the user insert, we need to store in the correspondence to the a. So we mention the address of a, so that the user, whatever the inserted, whatever the type by the user, will be insert at the location of the a. Okay. Similarly for the b, so b is what? Character types. Like here only the character will be insert. So here just I write the enter your gender first alphabet, like your gender male or female. So here I just want the either F, either M. Okay, in any case, don't be think that here the small case is compulsory, caps lock is compulsory. No, this is just choice of user. A small capital, a letter and a small letter, this all are allowed here. Okay. So for getting the input value, we must be write the format specifier of C and then provide the address of C to store the value of that character insert by the user. And the get ch is basically used to hold the output page. If we don't write here, then we just see that the output screen will be display on the for a millisecond. Maybe you can't see that what is the exact the output screen on visual on the screen or not. Okay. So when we type this program and compile it, then there must be a zero error, and after compiling that we are going through the run part. So here what is the exactly show on the computer, enter your identity number, then we just like type 100, then next line will be occur, enter your gender first alphabet, like I filled here F. So this is your output. So using this syntax, line being changed. So how this line is changed? How the enter your identity number is written in the one single line, and how the enter your gender first alphabet is written in the second line. How? This is the most important point, because I write the here quotes /n. The /n give the instruction to the cursor. After writing this and accepting this value, you just change your line. Okay, that means what? After performing this action, when you receive the value from the user, then you just change your line, because the printf is called print that line, enter your gender first alphabet. But first of all, you did what? You did the new line. This you occurred at a new line. So here our cursor comes to the new line and type the statements and receive the data. Similarly, if user want to enter another data in the, so we can also write again printf the number of insert the your third choice. So here also we can use the /n, the new line. If we don't use anything, like if I use the /t. So what is happening here? In a single line, only by pressing the space, tab space, like enter your identity number 100, then one tab space, then again here will be here the output will be so that enter your gender first alphabet F. That means both lines are come into the one single lines, because of there are none kind of the /n being used. So let's take another example. So here in this case, we accept the value from the user and print on the screen. Similarly, as per the above question, also we accept the value from the user and print that value on the screen. Here in this case, actually I am just want to show the number of students of math subject and science subject according to the roll number. That means roll number 1 wise, I just want to display the number of students. Okay, so first of all, again here I define the preprocessor directives. Then main function, because here none kind of another user defined function being used, so I don't use the global variable. Because of what? Because if there are single function, then we why we need to define any variables as a globally? No, we don't need to define any variable as a globally. So here I mentioned the int as a roll number, then float type of value for the math, a type of variable, and for the science a type of variable. Don't be confused that how to write math, how to write science. Is this variable? Yes, it is a variable, because during my first lecture I already told you how to declare the variables. Variable cannot start with a digit but can start with the letter, and the size of, that means length of variable, is not defined. It is totally depends on the user. Okay, so if you have any confusion, then please listen the video number 1 carefully. Hope you can easily understand how I am writing here math and how I am writing here science. That means there are two variables math, one is the math, and the comma is just used for differentiate that float math semicolon, float science semicolon. The both line will be reduced with the help of single line by using the comma. Comma is just used for the separator purpose. So science, that means what? The science is also type of float. So next is a function CLR SCR is being used. Basically this function is used to clear the screen. Like first we perform the this program. Okay, so next we perform this program. So what is exactly on the output screen? At the output screen, exactly this output will be also shown, and whenever we go through to run this program, and then output of this program is also shown. But we maybe some user may be confused कि how this value is received. So for that only I just want a clear screen, that means clear output screen. So for that clear output screen, that means we want to just erase all everything whatever we did on the before. Okay, so for that only, to clear that screen, we use the CLR SCR. CLR is stand for the clear, SCR is used for the screen. So clear screen function, CLR SCR. You must be write it in this format, in this case, in this lower case only, and then semicolon just give the order to the compiler, there just change the line. Okay, then let's change the line. So first of all I want to need the enter the roll number of all students. So I just give the instruction to the user, just enter the roll number of student. Here I mention this slash n, that means what? As the enter the roll number is written on the print on the output screen, the cursor will change the location. That means now cursor will be where? Cursor will be here, and here we as type the scanf. That means now I want the value from the user of a type integer. Okay, and store it where? Store it into the roll variable. Then again I use the printf function for enter the marks of math and science. So that means what? I want the multiple input value from the user. At the same time I want the user can enter the value of math and also enter the value of science, and both are of which type? Float type. So don't be confused if we calling for the multiple variables and both are same data types, so we just type only one time data format specify here. No, according to the number of variables calling here, you must be type here format specifier. Either both are same data types, have same data types, or different data types. Doesn't mean number of variables, number of data format specifier. Okay, so that for that only, as I see that math and science are both are float type, so we type 2 times %f and then and m% math comma m% science. So now semicolon, that means terminated. So now the compiler comes to the get ch point, and get ch just hold that your output screen for the till the next instruction given by the user. So after run this program, what we get enter the roll number. So then what is happening here? Why the one is typed here? Because user write the slash n here at this point. That means after writing this, give the instruction to the cursor by this to change the lines, go to the new lines. So now the cursor comes to the new lines here, and here the instruction given by the writing style, take the input. Now the user gives the input value. Again he print the enter the marks from the this and this, and again change the lines. So after printing this, the cursor will go through the new line, and at the new line, what instruction given by the coding session? It gives the instruction that just accept the two numbers from the user in form of float only. Okay, so right now we can see here. So here don't be think that 75 is not a float number. 75 is also a type of float number. 80 is also a type of float number. So this is the most important point. Is this float number or not? Yeah, this is a float number. This is the most important point about the floating function. What is this? Precision. Precision is nothing, it's just type of limitations over the decimal number. That means after the decimal point, till how many numbers of value we can go through, like 10.5678, then again 5678, then again 5678, it is repeating. So whenever we go to stop, whenever I give the instruction to the computer to stop here only. So this is also done with the help of precision on a float, by applying the precision on a float number. That means what? We can instruct our computer by providing the precision function over the float. So that only if we type 10.54675467, then here we mention precision 2. So what is here? 10.56 only, not 7, because of here we'll assign the limit over the after the decimal point value. So let's see the example of precision of float points. First, here we also again define the delimiters, preprocessor functions, including stdio.h, that means standard input output header files. Then it has include conio.h, that means console input output device, header files. Okay, so now main function and go through the number of variables types. So here I used a number 1, a type of float number, number 2, a type of double number. We can assign the variable name in this format. That means what? In this format means what? Number, that means letter followed by a number, letter followed by a number. Yeah, both are correct, but if I write one number, two number, then this is wrong. Then you can get the syntax error. You can try it in your system, in your session. After this session you can just try it, is there any error or not. Then you can check it, yes there are any error or not. Okay, so next again clear screen, that means just clear the what? Clear your screen, like whenever we go to type anything, we just open the new page. Similarly here I want to do perform any new program, so I just want to clear screen on a monitor. So for that only we call that clear screen function. After that I just give the instruction to the computer on the screen that enter a real number. Why the enter a real number? In the case of real number, the float and integer is also known as the real number. So that here the user can insert, and also look at here class, I mentioned the /n, that means what? Enter the real number, cursor must be go to the new line and then read this function. According to this function, now the user can understand, that means now the keyboard is working. If we don't write this, that means what? If we forget this line, then you can just check that user don't get the user can't enter any value unless scanf function is called. If you don't call this line after this line, so what exactly happen? If you forget this line, then our keyboard cannot accept any data after pressing any key. Either you press the real number, either you press the integer number, either you press the any key, then you just can't take that value. Because of scanf function, that time the input device is working. That means the instructions given to the keyboard, that's now accept the input from the user. So that only I am here discussing you how to accept the input from the user. If we don't use the printf, then never ever our compiler understand to use the monitor screen. That means whatever it perform in the background, it does perform in the background only. When it read the printf, then it just see that, oh, I received the printf function, that means I must be show this value onto the screen with the help of monitor output device. Okay, so this is used basically for the printf and scanf function, use of the printf and scanf function. Similarly, then again I mentioned the new line, that means after entering the real number, new line, new number, then again new number, new lines, then enter the another real number. Then as we can see that here the type of number is double. For the double we use the format specifier lf. Okay, so lf is being used, and then m number 2. And then now here I am just for the writing style only, I just use that using of precision. I just want to a type of heading like low. Let's see the use of precision. So here first we take the input from the user in the format he want to insert, and then I just apply the precision over that number. Here I apply the precision 0.2, that means after the decimal point the only 0.2, that means 2 digit after the decimal 2, only 2 digit will be shown here. Like if I type the 10.567, then only 10.56 will be as a output. Then similarly I want to apply precision 4 on the double number, so I have to write percentile on the behalf of percentile lf. On the behalf of percentage lf I go through the percentile 0.4 lf. Similarly here on the percentile of f we go through the percentile 0.2 f. This is the most important percentile. Whatever the precision you want to apply, just in the between of percentile and f you applied it, in between percentile lf you applied it. Okay, so now after running this program we can see in the previous as previously the user enter a real number 54.645762. So one more thing class, like here user can insert number 546.645762. User can insert the value after 62? No, the float range will be limited after the decimal point only 6 digits. Like the maximum length of float is this only, before the decimal 6 and after the decimal 6 number only. Okay, this is the most important point, you have to read it. Okay, in the case of double, in the case of another, you can enter the number of value. Okay, so in the case of next, enter the any real number. So as enter the any real number is type of what? Is type of double. That means the range of double is have higher memory space compared to the float. But here the user enter only the 25. So don't be confused that user enter the value only 25 and I want to show the precision. So how can I show the precision? Don't be confused. No, there are no confusion of in the compiler. Compiler just read a type of real number, and here it want to show the precision, so just apply the point and number of precisions you want, number of times of 0 being used here. So after the precision, as I applied the 0.2f, here you just see that 0.2f. so only from the 54.645762, here only the output is 54.64, and here 0.4 lf, but the input value is what? Input value is 25. There are no decimal point, there are no number of 0, so compiler automatically add the decimal and automatically add the 4 times 0 only. Okay, so this is the use of the precision number. Here we are going to learn how to write the, how to calling the precision number, how to apply the precision over the float or any real number. Okay, so just here by writing our program, we must be first, what we have to done, we have to declare our preprocessor directives. So has include studio stdio dot h, then has include conio dot h. Now I don't need to think that here any kind of global variable being used, so I just go through only directly by calling of main function void main, because I don't know whatever the exactly output of the program and written value of this program, so I just type of main is being used here, main type. Okay, so I just take example float a. Similarly, I just decide a type of those second variables declaration b. Both are type of float. Okay, so just here I also use the clear function. I don't know what I did in the previous program, so just type it here. Now I just give the instructions. Sorry, I just want to give the instructions. Want to display something on the screen like enter the number. Okay, I just writing here enter the number because don't have very much time to explain here each and everything. So just enter the number, and also want to change the line, so I just type the slash and then quotes and close and then semicolon. So please class be carefully, I write here each and everything for you only, that you can easily understand about writing style. And then again after this, when I display, that means I give the instruction on the output device, so I want to allow our keyboard for accepting the data from the user. Enter the numbers, I must be right here, enter the numbers, so that user can know that there are two I need to enter the numbers. Okay, so enter the two numbers, we will write here enter the two numbers, so that user don't be confused how many numbers, so enter input required. Okay, so first of all, both are of which type? Both are of float. So what format is specifier being used? Percentile f. Then next, second number is also percentile f. Because of what? Because of both have same data types. Then first number is what? I want to store the first number in A, and the second number is input by user in B location. So B, and then close and then semicolon. The next is what? Now I want to apply the precision. So again I just printf, sorry, I just here applying precisions. Okay, applying precisions. So just typing here, and I also want to here to give the instruction to the cursor to change the lines. And after that, what? Here, as you just saw, I am typing here P as uppercase, so there must be a syntax error will occur after that. So I am just here writing printf this. So want to apply the precisions over the first number for 0.2, so I just writing here percentile 0.2 f. Okay, and for second value what I want? 0.4. Okay, 0.3. Let's take the check for the 0.3. 0.3, then quotes close, then your semi comma, then for which value? For the in the case of printer printf function, if I want to display the value, so what is the writing style? Output of this format is specifier of that variable. Which variable? A comma B. You have to be checked in the previous lecture during the printf function. If we want to display anything, any statement, then we can just write in this format. But if we want to display the variable of any the value of any variables, then we can use this format specifier. Okay, So right now I am just going here to stop our output screen and then close off our main function. Okay, so let's just check it by compiling it. Before compiling we must be save it. Okay, so for the save function, what I told you, always give the name of our file, then .c. Okay, then okay, now you can check the name of our program. Now compile it. Okay, compile it. There are 0 errors, so press any key. You have see the instructions here. You can type, click here also. This is also type of press any key. So run this program, and after run this program, what is comes here, enter the two numbers, because in the first printf case I just type here enter the two number and slash new line instructions. So there, here we can see the cursor is blinking at the new line, not in the same line of enter the two numbers. So just enter the two numbers. So as I give the instructions, so just take the first number is only this, then second number 17.785670 something, okay, 336. Okay, so now input, applying the precision on the first number 16.00, 17.790. So why the 16.00? Because I applied the precision of 0.2, and here there are no number is occurred after the decimal point, and still there are no decimal points. I just here convert that 16 into the decimal point, that means floating point number. So there are no numbers is given by the user, so by default 0 is used here. Okay, in the case of second, 17.789 is considered as 70.7.90. After the actually just here just consider the approximate value of that. Okay, so this is our program. So hope class you can easily understand about the how to take the data from the user, how to display the data, that means for displaying the data, for take the input the data, accept the data from the user, and also this printf function is used to display the value of variables and so on. So hope you have you can understand whatever I discuss in this lecture. And if you have any query, then please put your question into the comment box, and you can ask me directly also. So thank you class.